So Bitcoin recently broke its previous all-time high, sitting at near $66,000 at the time of this recording. Since the start of October, the crypto markets have been on an absolute tear, and this Q4 has been very exciting so far. Now, amidst all of that, I wanted to discuss the possibilities of some additional altcoins that can 2x, 3x, 4x, or even 10x your investment by the end of this year. Now, before we get started with this video, you guys, if you have been enjoying this content, if you have been sticking around the Jung Nation and you've been holding your investment, buying up the dips and having faith in the crypto market, and you are now in the money, make sure you guys go ahead and drop a like if you appreciate all the content that I put out. I also went ahead and over this past weekend, went ahead and pick up some iPhone 13s to give away. I mentioned this last week. Finally got them. The supply chain is absolutely crazy. I don't know if like Apple stores all around the world are sold out, but at least in my area in the DMV, it's just been very difficult to get. But one of my boys helped me secure the bag on this. So shout out to my guy, Donnell. If you guys want to learn more about how you can enter this giveaway here, make sure you stick till the very end of this video as well. Now, to kick this video off, the global crypto market cap is currently sitting at $2.63 trillion, an absolute insane amount. Looking at the 7-day charts, you'll notice that Bitcoin has been up about 16%, Ethereum is up 15%, and it looks like altcoins still haven't really had a huge kickoff, but we are now seeing some of those larger cap altcoins making that move just like we predicted. So Solana is up 17%, Polkadot is also up 17%, and alongside that, we're seeing even movement in Terra Luna, Uniswap, Wrapped Bitcoin, Litecoin, and having just an enormous green day so far in the markets. Now, currently, the Crypto Fear and Greed Index is sitting at an 82, placing us in the extreme greed value. Now, this isn't hitting a 90 or 100. I think if we get a large green candlestick, we can see this getting pushed up. But if you guys take a look at what the Crypto Fear and Greed Index has done in the last 1 year, you'll notice that in the previous crypto bull run, where we were approaching the summer days, the Fear and Greed Index was actually at a lower point than it is currently now, sitting at an 82. So this is actually really good news, just because even though we are pushing the greed in the market, this is actually due to some fundamental news that came out, and this is going to relate to the first Bitcoin's futures ETF that rises more than 4% in trading debut. So the ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF, or ticker symbol BITO, went ahead and jumped 4.8% to close at $41.94. This fund went ahead and tracked the CME Bitcoin futures or contracts, speculating on the future price of Bitcoin rather than the crypto itself. The fund tracks CME Bitcoin futures or contracts, speculating on the future price of Bitcoin rather than the crypto itself. Now, they also stated that trading volumes have been absolutely exceptional, and BITO has traded in excess of $700 million notional. That puts its first day well ahead of retail ETF favorites like Buzz and ARKX when compared to their respective launch days earlier this year. By the end of the trading session, BITO has traded about $984 million in volume, and ProShares is the 8th biggest ETF provider by assets according to ETDB.com. Now, if you guys have been followers along this channel, you know that we've been emphasizing time in and time out the importance of the ETF coming into the market. Now that we finally have this and we've been seeing strong success, we are seeing the direct correlation going into the price action of Bitcoin. Now, although ProShares is more focused on the futures price of Bitcoin, I do believe that when we get spot traded Bitcoin, which is going to be the current price directly associated with what Bitcoin is currently at right now, that is really going to symbolize a monumental movement in the direct crypto market. I do believe there is still some time before the end of the year for a chance of that to happening, and I just can't imagine how parabolic the market could go if we do get additional news on that. Needless to say, we are quickly approaching the previous all-time high market cap as well, and if we get anywhere near $3 trillion, I can't imagine how many new all-time highs we're going to see all around the board. Now, with all that being said, and Bitcoin finally breaking new territory, I want you guys to be prepared for the next possible moves to make. So we mentioned this chart before in one of my last videos, talking about the different phases that we see the overall crypto market going through. If you guys are a newer investor, instead of investing into Bitcoin when it has its ride up, you can actually prepare ahead of time into other altcoins approaching different phases. So right now, we are currently seeing that phase overlap where money is flowing into Ethereum. Ethereum also goes back and forth with Bitcoin and starts outperforming it. and then we enter the phase 2 where Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin, and we hear talks of the flippening happening once again. Now, if you don't know what the flippening is, this is pretty much the idea that Ethereum overtakes Bitcoin, listed on the top chart here. So as you guys can see, Bitcoin has been number one for the entire history of the existence of the crypto market, and there are rumors where Ethereum could one day overtake the power of Bitcoin, sitting at that number one spot. In order for the flippening to occur, you would need to have different aspects of Ethereum doing better than Bitcoin. This is going to be those active addresses. It's also going to include transaction volumes, trading volumes, the total transaction fees, the node count flippening, and even the Google search interest. In addition to that, many people do take a look at the overall size of the market cap and even how much daily trading volume that we would get. Now, because Ethereum is not a deflationary asset still, even with the latest EIP upgrade, I do believe when Ethereum 2.0 officially comes out and we are underway with the proof of stake concept, then we are going to see the possibility of the flippening occur and even have an opportunity for massive price targets of Ethereum to come into fruition. Now, I know if we even bring up the numbers of hearing about a $10, $15, or $20,000 Ethereum sounds absolutely wild, but it really isn't out of the realm of possibility. If we take the last 1 year charts, you'll notice that we made a return of 450%. Ethereum came down since last October from $368 to where it is right now. So if we happen to be in another parabolic bull run, or maybe we're even in that supposed super cycle that many people can't even confirm yet, and we begin to see the similar returns in the past 1 year with Ethereum going up about 450% from its current price target, we could actually see a $18,000 Ethereum if that same amount occurs. Keep in mind, we even had an analyst at the beginning of the year prior to the summer bull run claiming a $10,000 Ethereum target as well, and that was because of the result of institutional investors like the Grayscale Ethereum Trust. Furthermore, we're actually able to access a lot of this in-depth data from Grayscale and get a better idea of how much money is invested and some of the returns that many of their investors have seen over the past year. So just as an example, with this October fact sheet, we can actually see that in the last 3 months, if you did invest into Ethereum about 3 months ago, you'd be up 26%. The year-to-date return would be 83%, and even in the last 12 months, you'd be up about 567% on that investment. Now, going through the current numbers off the Grayscale Ethereum Trust, we can see that about $11.9 billion are under management. If we go ahead and look at the performance, you can see a clear linear growth in this path right here, but it looks like, over the past few months, things have been relatively stable. Ethereum has not hit that brand new all-time high, and we haven't gone that parabolic run that we saw back in the end of April. If we take a look at the last 1 month, you'll definitely notice some good growth that we've seen over with Ethereum. Closing in on the last 5 days, we have been in that consolidation period, forming a bit of a wedge before we experienced that breakout right before Bitcoin did have its massive jump up, breaking its previous all-time high. Like I mentioned earlier, I really think Ethereum has a long ways to go during this bull run, and if Bitcoin continues to rally, I do expect this cryptocurrency to go absolutely parabolic as well. Anytime Ethereum picks even just a little bit of momentum up, we often see a huge explosion, at least with this crypto here. Now, while specifically today we're seeing the Ethereum average transaction fee going down fairly in price, I do believe we're still seeing a large setup right now in order for us to have a good movement in price. During this time, this is really when we saw Ethereum rally, and right now with the transaction fee still stabilizing, I do believe that if we do see an explosion off this metric here, we could also see an increase in price. So as most of you guys know, Ethereum plays a large role into the DeFi market, and right now we can actually see the amount of total value locked going up in price. Currently, we're seeing about $100 billion, with most cryptocurrencies related to the DeFi market actually up in the last 1 day a significant amount. You'll also notice here Maker off the Ethereum network is up about 55,919% in the last 24 hours. Before in the past, whenever we saw a lot more demand going into the DeFi market and seeing money pouring into the crypto world, that is pretty much the formula that we need in order order for Ethereum to really have that rocket fuel in order to start going to the moon. Now, if we take a look over into some DEX data as well, also known as decentralized exchanges trading volume, over in the last few months, we've actually been seeing this volume going down, with actually a huge all-time high spike happening back in May. Now, keep in mind, May was a very exciting month for Ethereum and the overall crypto market as well. And it looks like right now, some of the charts aren't necessarily reflecting that insane pump in volume that we've seen happen across different industries. I personally believe that right now, the current monthly DEX volume by project can be an indicator that the Ethereum market still has a long ways to go. Now, if we take a comparison with regards to Bitcoin and Ethereum, you'll also know that Ethereum does have a bunch of upgrades coming out soon as well. So this is supposed to be the next new and improved, better version of Ethereum, known as Ethereum 2.0, also known as Serenity. Now, the latest information that we have with regards to Ethereum 2.0 is actually going to be involving the EIP 4345 difficulty bomb delay. So 4345 is actually going to delay the difficulty bomb until June 22nd. Now, although we have been getting more news about delays, they do also mention on Ethereum's website that ETH2 researchers are working on ways to accelerate the merge, and it will happen earlier than expected more soon. If you aren't clear about the current Ethereum 2.0 roadmap, here's pretty much a great summary on what you need to know. So the beacon change, also known as Phase 0, which was implemented into the proof of stake algorithm, first launched in December 2020. Now, the next stage is the merge, and this involves the beacon chain, putting it into the mainnet and seeing the end of proof of work algorithms, which should also happen at some point at the end of 2021. The final upgrade mapped out for Ethereum 2 will see the implementation of shard chains, which is slated for 2022. Now, with the momentum that we currently have underneath the crypto market, I do believe that Ethereum can be targeted next for that insane parabolic run. We have seen Ethereum done it before in the past with similar circumstances lining up. At its current market cap of $479 billion, I do believe that in comparison to the general overall crypto market, there is still a lot of money in here to allow this crypto to grow. I personally believe a $10,000 Ethereum is still on the table, and if we're able to break some of these higher resistance levels, even going past $5,000, I do believe things will get very exciting then. Aside from Ethereum, if you are trying to build a diverse portfolio and you don't know what other cryptocurrencies to take a look at, I will be making a full updated video on some of the top altcoins. Right now in the short term, I have mentioned this over in our Discord, but it's going to be Polkadot and Terra Luna, which are going to be two cryptocurrencies that I'm eyeing out for the next week or so. So thank you all so much again for watching this video all the way till the end. Also, this video was sponsored to you by Crypto.com. Check them out, link down below in the description. They have over 10 million users. You can buy, trade, and sell crypto, and even stake crypto by earning additional interest on your amount using the link down below. I also have some iPhones that I'm giving away, like I mentioned earlier. In order to qualify, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. Follow me over on Instagram, link down below. If you follow me on Instagram, some scammers are going to follow you too, impersonating me. I just have one Instagram account. I'm not going to message you. Probably most likely, I'm not going to message you first. So after you follow me on Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and make another post with regards to the contest rules on how you can qualify. It's just going to be simple. I'm not going to have you follow 100 pages or anything. It's literally just going to be commenting on that post down below and giving it a like. And that way I can put it into a system that actually randomly generates one of the winners for these iPhones. Now, on top of that, one final note, if you have been a part of this channel and this community and you want to join my inner workings even more, I have openings down below in the Patreon where you can sign up for a tier. Patreon charges you at the first of every month, so you can actually give it a shot until the first of the month. And if you want to cancel, you can. Then I'm not going to complain. It's completely fine. But I'd love for you guys to join the community if you guys are trying to get a better look at some of the cryptos that I've bought, that I've sold, some of the cryptos that I'm currently holding, my entire investment portfolio, and see what that looks like down there. And if you guys want to have access to an amazing community of other like-minded individuals in the crypto space, go ahead and join us, link down below. Now, that is pretty much going to sum up the video here. I'm actually in the process right now of revamping my YouTube channel, meaning I'm trying to build up some better systems. I want to be a lot more consistent. I want to have more daily uploads, and it's really difficult for me as a creator when I'm managing just so many different tasks going on. So I recently also made a post over on my Twitter, Instagram, Instagram and even in the Discord as well that I'm looking for a research assistant or someone who can help me along with coming out with newsletter posts or just any additional admin tasks or assistant stuff that you'd like to be involved in and helping this channel grow. I've actually never really officially hired like a freelancer. I've had a VA that I've worked closely with for the past 4 years, but in terms of, like working closely with someone like that for this channel, I've been a solopreneur for the past 4 years, and this is definitely a scary jump for me. But I think in order to really scale this channel and take it to the next level, this is what I'm willing to do, and I'm willing to invest into someone as well. So if you guys are interested in working more closely together with me, send me an email at brianjungcredit@gmail.com or go over on my Twitter and you'll see the thread that I posted as well. Thank you all so much again for everything. Enjoy those gains. Enjoy the crypto market. Have a blessed week, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace out.